tomorrow. Okay, ready? Feet parallel. Preparation. Deep breathing. So we'll try it again. Yeah. Pardon me? Yep. Joy light, right. Joy light. Joy light means do it again. Joy light. Joy light. Joy light. Joy light. Joy is to doi is again, doi again, and loy is to like the come. Yeah, that's joy light is come again, yeah, but it's reverse. So when we go do these weapon exercises, the same, try to. It's not done fast, just like Tai Chi, so that you get a full transition, so you can build sort of the completeness and the volume of motion. So when we're doing the form, like sort of they say, haste makes waste more. In this instance, the waste is that you're missing the fullness of the transition. So don't rush, take your time, complete. Just like in the end, like when we're here, when we lift this, set up your feet, and then you chop. Then you bring your hand here, and then shift, and then take your time. Get your position, then you move. Then you sit back. If you switch the hands, take your time, and then that's what gives you the slowness of motion. You turn, you let your hands move, and you go through this, and you come into here, and use your lift. Set up your arms and your legs. Set up the sword. No rush. Just take your time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pass through center and back to here. So that gives you the completeness of motion, so that you can build timing. You can build, a more relaxed motion that doesn't feel, you don't feel like next lifetime. No, what? Deja vu. Well, maybe if there is such thing as another lifetime, maybe I did this faster before. Well, that's what society is. It's like rush, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, ready? You have a question?
My question is at the end.
Yeah.
I'm still working on that.
Do you want to review that section at all? We can just go through it and you can practice it. So what is it? That section with the kick from the very end.
After this,
Yeah. After this. So then we sit back, the neutral. We go to the right. We switch to the left. We switch to the right. We look to the corner. Set it up. 1, 2. Pivot. 3, 4. Set it up. Sit back. Retreat. Slice around. Hand comes here. This hand goes up with the knee. You slide. 1, 2. Step out. 3. Cut down. So you're going to slice 45 up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So once we're here, wrap the sword, lift the arm, spin to here, like going to horse stance. Shift your weight, slice with the left. You can flip it over or you can just go from here. If it's simpler to do that, then you lean to merge. That's sort of that blending of the transition. Then you go here, out to the side, over the top, go forward, sit back, lift, here, twist, brush knee, push, chop, bring the sword to here, sit back, turn, fold, push, turn, here, here, and here. So that's trying to building some of that integration of body we're talking about. But basically, best to set it up and then try to execute, and then it just gets programmed into your system. And
once you told me a long time ago, this move
yeah,
that you're doing this and then that.
yeah.
But like you're here, you're gonna cut something.
So when you're here, we slide 2, 3. There's your chop, and then you have to go underneath as a block, and then a defense, or this flip, and then yeah. So you are here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Over the head. Left hand, sit back, turn, diagonal flying. Yeah. So that it's a lot of it is 45. Yeah. So you have 45, then you have another 45 here. Yeah. So you have the So that's where those little setups are. Then you get the fullness and the action, and it's just kind of balanced. You zzz, zzz, and then you have to turn. Yeah. And then you stay over there. Yeah. Diagonal fly. Yeah. Bring your hands together. Yeah. So go into the lean, so you have this position, and then if you just do this, you're this. Yeah. Yeah, you can flex the wrist a little bit, so like that. You relax your shoulder. and then lean into here, and put your other hand like this, and flex this a little bit, and relax the shoulder, yeah, and find that position. If this is flexed like that, it's not gonna. That gives you some strength here.
So you just flip that over.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, so you can do it just like that. So just drop your elbow, and then here. Because if you hit your shoulders up, it doesn't want to drop. So when it's down, it'll pivot inside the joint. Yeah.
I watch that so much.
Well, I do it like this, which is why I sit back again, and then I switch.
But I think you were doing it online last time, so that we could see.
Yeah. So you're here. That's the breakdown of the motion. Yeah. So if you're in the slice position like this, if your elbows down and relax that shoulder a little bit, like this, and flex this wrist and let this down, this is more of a structure. Now, your nose goes to the center of this, say, yeah. So then you're not feeling so like it's stressed. Yeah. So if you bend it a little, that helps. Put it like that, and keep this wrist bent. Because this is a line here, does that feel more comfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just do this.
Yeah. That's it. And then just look to the bottom, look down. So when you're here, if you just flip it and then just open up your torso a little bit in that direction, then you'll feel a little weight going to the front leg, and then this goes to here. And then this just uses your wrist here, and then you're there, yeah. So just put a little bit of fingertip gripping here, and then your thumb against there, and then your hand will feel, and then bend the wrist a little bit this way, yeah. See, when you bend your wrist, you create like an angular position there, and it's different from this. And then from there, you just go to the next move. And then you just come in, lift, and then you go to the waist, then you go out, fold the elbow over the top, come out, and chop. And then you put your hand here, just like brush knee. So when you do the brush knee, come bigger around from there, like this. Yeah. And then if you fold your elbow on the way in, now you have a better structure. It's kind of supported by this and this. How you hang your pocketbook on your elbow sometimes, right? You don't hold it out here, you hold it here. And then you drop your elbow and you push here. Then when I go like this, I make a circle, but I fold my elbow. And then, so a lot of times we don't engage the elbow enough. So if you don't engage the elbow, then it's all here. And this is not very good for mobility if you're tense. That's where the shoulder injuries come from. Yeah, relax the shoulder and sink the elbow. Never heard that before, right? Okay, so we're gonna.
Thank you for keeping all this going all this time, streaming.
Yeah. It's an ongoing thing, but it's a lot of schools didn't survive this. A lot of schools shut down, like one of our competitors she had a pretty big school there in Quincy. She shut the one in Medford on the Malden. She closed that school. There's a school in Chinatown that just said no, we're not going to do it anymore. Yeah. So for us, because of the long-term base supporters, like you and everybody help, we need a baseline in order to pay the expenses. A lot lot of other schools taught children. They didn't have a senior baseline. So when everybody disappeared, they were gone. Well, even now, my kids haven't come back yet. You know, I'd say 90% of the kids are not back. Yeah, yeah. So it's just they're into it, but it's the parents that kind of bring them. So if the parents aren't involved, then they don't really. So while Tai Chi was a big part of, the sustainability, all my senior Kung Fu people stayed. They came back in July. I was going to do a Belmont one. Not this month. Well, I've been talking to Dana, and she said she has to get a group together. And she said, so where should we do it? I said, well, we do it outside. And she said, in the parking lot. And I said, well, I don't want to do it in a parking lot. We can go to the field next door, or where they were doing the bocce ball. We can do it there. Well, she emailed me back in the end of April, and I said, well, we can start in May if you want to do outside when the weather's warmer. I said, right now, Wednesdays and Fridays are not good for me. But if you want to do Monday, when I come back from Boston, on the way back, I can do the 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. So then she said, let me see if I can get some people together.
Oh, I know it was like Peter and Ruth are doing it twice a week with
Yeah.
Nancy.
Nancy.
Is doing it. She's using your
Yeah. Yeah. Denise.
Denise is trying to run the long pool.
Yeah, yeah. So there's still a lot of people that are involved. Minako and Barkley came here, and let's see. There's a lot of people. Yeah, Peter and Ruth. Yeah, I know that they've been doing it. Then there was Linda. There was a Linda there, but Linda kind of came here, and then she, kind of went away. So I think she's doing video. So a lot of people are still a little apprehensive about the safety things. But the center, a lot of centers have opened up. Actually, Needham hasn't.
The Belmont one hasn't.
No. Belmont hasn't. Needham hasn't. But the centers that we're teaching at, that are assisted living places, they've opened up. They've all got. Miner's teaching there at his place. Yeah, and he does Walpole and Wayland. That's what Miner's doing. So Miner's trying to build it because he plans to do this. He just finished his grad school, but he doesn't want to go back to the corporate world. So, I'm trying to build it so that he can continue with this, because he does the streaming side of it now. He does all the streaming. He manages that with Sonny and Paul. There's 4 people, and Rob.
Streaming's great.
Yeah.
So, let me know when the Mondays start.
Yeah. I mean, we've improved a lot of things. Like I got new cameras for that. That's a new camera. We got that kind of rectified when it was overheating. We set up fans and we opened it all up, and so that's why it's been working. And then on the other side, I set it all up so that it's usable space now, because we used to have cameras all over the floor. So now so it's been working out. I think everybody that comes, it's just social distancing. When we had the social distance, everybody just spread out. So
See how many people were there. Who I knew who was there.
yeah, so a space like this, if I didn't have the space, we probably wouldn't have been able to open.
I know. This is wonderful.
Yeah. And so, and we're trying to keep it clean. I have this floor washing thing now that we use. It's like a commercial floor thing. So I can wash a quarter at a time. Takes about 20 minutes, and it's pretty easy. Yeah, because it's it goes down, no water left on the floor. It just sucks it up and does. So it's but that's what I've been doing, is trying to make things efficient. All the COVID stuff that I bought, that's called Covicide. That's a medical grade thing to clean. So when I first opened, right, this is funny because we had a board meeting, and I said, and then they said, well, if you're going to open, everything's going to be clean. This is when they thought COVID could be spread on surfaces. Now they said, no, that's not true. So, I want to keep everything clean. So they said, okay, we're going to run classes, but, have a 15-minute space between the classes. And I says, okay, we'll see how that works. So then we had the 15 minutes. Everybody that's in the board, right, they're all professors or this or that, or they're all engineers. They probably never wiped a counter down in their life, right? so I said, okay, the burden's on me. So then, so we have all the stuff here. 15 minutes, the first 2 months or 3 months, nobody wiped the counters. I wiped them down in between before anybody came. But no one was touching anything. So they said, well, when we open in September, we're doing away with the 15 minutes because no one's touching anything anyways. And we wiped those tables down. But these counters, I was wiping them down, once a day, not every 15 minutes, because no one comes in and touches anything. They just, we had the water cooler down. But you can use water, get water now. Yeah. So I got rid of the fountain. They just took it, For during the pandemic months, I was paying $40 a month for that cooler because I leased it. So my lease ended this month. So I said, okay, we don't need that anymore. So we did away with that expense. Yeah. So I built that. Yeah. I said, what can I do that make it so it's touchless if people don't want to touch and make it safe? So that's what I found. I found a sink online. I know about the filter systems because I've used them. I built many things with the filter systems. So I made the cabinet and did the piping. So it doesn't have a drain. You want to see what I did? Just see. So it has a drain that I put in there.
And then you empty it?
No, I don't empty it because when I had the air conditioners, I used to use a circulating pump that was up there. We took away that and we just direct drained into it. So I cleaned that all. That drains into that, pumps it into that. So it's no brainer. Don't have no one has to manage it.
That's terrific.
And then I don't have that thing where people had so much trouble. So you just take a cup like this, and then you just do that, and very little water goes down there, and then you just. The only thing is it's not cold water, because it doesn't have a refrigerant in there.
I don't think that matters a bit.
No, it's the city water is cold enough. Okay, we're ready. Sorry. Oh, it's good. Social networking. Oh yeah.
He does a vacuuming.
Oh yeah.
And he bought a Roomba.
Yeah. Those are great. Those are great. Yeah.
He has so much fun with it, but you have to run it off your phone, tell him where.
Yeah, those are. We had one way back when. This place is too big for it. It kept dying. It would be. I come in the morning and sitting over there. Said, charge me. I said, forget it. Okay. Oh, wrong sword. Whoa, Maria. Yeah. I fixed the handle on some sword for Bob. How you feel? Good?
What?
Do it again? Or
Okay.
want to do it again? One more time. Okay. See ya. Go out the back. Are you in the back? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Sure. Go. Yeah, just go all the way down to the bottom, and you should be go right out the back door, the black door, and you. Yeah, there's windows there. You can see where you are. All right, deep breathing. Yeah, eventually we're gonna totally use the back coming up. And we got the temperature thing there. For those of you who haven't, Eddie keeps forgetting we have a temperature thing there. Yeah, so. No, well, we use both, but everyone's going to park in back. The front is going away. It's already away.
The people who pay to park across the street.
You can come in through the front.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but the people in the back, most people come through the back. We're just trying to get everybody used to it, because eventually, the sidewalk's even going to be a bike lane. That's part of the Newton Needham kind of rehab thing. They're going to change all of that. If you go down Needham Street now, all the telephone poles that has all the wires, they moved them into in about 5-6 feet. All those wires going, those poles are all coming out. Well, they got that big apartment complex going in. You know where Marshall's, the old Marshall's is? Behind that is a huge acreage of land. They tore down all the buildings in there now. 900 apartments, 900. And some, stores on the ground. No, they're not really widening it, but they're fixing the bridges all the way to 128. And they're gonna, I don't know how they're gonna do it, but. No, I think all these projects, there's a certain percentage of affordable, but it's been approved. And oh, that was the original. Maybe they can't go higher than 6 stories. Yeah, because that's who owns the land? The new developer now, whoever's bought it. The guy that. No, I don't know who owned it. No, I think it's private.
I mean, they could turn this whole area. I mean, if they had more restaurants and stuff, they could turn this whole area more into a city feel kind of area where people can walk and go to restaurants.
In there is. Do you know from Oak Street to here? There's a pathway.
Yeah.
It's called the Greenway. It's called the Greenway. Yeah.
So all of that is going to be developed. So the path goes behind all of the.
Behind.
Goes behind National Lumber.
That's it. Yeah. It comes on that street there. Yeah, it comes right there. Yeah. It's a gravel pathway, so you can get to all those stores from the back. But that's going to stay there. But then they're going to fix it all up. That's how I walk. Here. It's about a mile.
So you walk here from your place.
Sometimes. Yeah. But the thing is, I don't walk the pathway all the way. I kind of walk.
The gravel, you can actually bike that. Really short.
It's short, yeah. But people walk it. They walk their dogs, and then it goes across Oak Street for a little stretch before it hits the Charles. It's a dead end.
It's not pretty.
Yeah, it's not pretty.
Behind all these buildings.
There's no build.
Nobody sees them because it's got trees on both sides.
Yeah, it's the backyard of a lot of people that live on that side of the street. On this side, it's that big. It's Avalon. Yeah.
We walked it twice, David and I. It's not inviting.
It's a little bit better because no one takes care. The city doesn't. Like back here, it was really bad. Now it's fixed up pretty nice. They took the fence out and they put the parking lanes in. And they paved the road. Yeah.
It's nice back there.
Yeah.
People use it a lot.
Oh yeah, they use a lot. Yeah.
Right behind the studio.
Yeah.
Oh, all of this.
Yeah. They've improved that.
That's
That was a $5 million project.
that is
See, $5 million doesn't sound like much today.
No, it doesn't actually.
But they put a whole lot of grass seed. Yeah,
I've never done that little walk. There is a little nature walk through there, isn't there?
actually, behind the thing there, there's a little nature walk, but it's really little. You walk up there and it goes around and it comes back.